All right. Wait a minute. Y'all got to excuse me for starting late. Um, yeah. Don't know if the notification is working and whatnot. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but if you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. Yeah. So you can hear the sound of my voice. Let me know you can hear me, and let me know you can see me, and we can get right into it. And again, my bad for being late. Okay. So you can hear me and see me. All right, cool, man. Man. Boy, I just tell you, there's always something. Just always something. Always something. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining me this early morning for this show. Had quite a few of y'all sending me this, and I'm glad that you did because his story is one of the main stories I'll be looking up to see there's any updates, and we finally have an update on his story. So, without further ado, let's get right into the program. All right. Oh, as a matter of fact, hold on. Let me see, because I got this playing on the website. Okay, look like it is playing. Hold on. Without further ado, okay, it is playing on the website. I don't know what I did wrong, but usually it had a chat right here too. So, okay. But yeah, y'all stay tuned for that because right now they're still under construction. Still some more stuff that I'm trying to find out about the website right here. But this is the website. All right. And I'm still trying to find out some more things to get that popping. All right. But other than that, all right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about Sam Olson. We have an update on Sam Olson. Y'all know this was another wild one. Sam Olson, dad name is Dalton. Mom name is Sarah. The dad girlfriend name is Theresa Balboa. All right. Another one of them cases that the child allegedly supposed to came up missing. I think Theresa tried to say that the mama came and got the child, tried blaming on the mom. The mom didn't know nothing about it. Dalton just going crazy, crying and carrying on. He don't know what's going on. And this woman named Theresa just sitting all up in the camera, just looking all stupid and talking like she ain't had nothing to do with it. And then kind of find out that she did have something to do with it. And what we find out about the story, what she did to her was gruesome, very gruesome, all right? And toting his body around from place to place in a tote until she got caught, all right? And y'all remember the guy named Tim. I think his name is Tim Alexander, the Texas, I forgot what the name of his group is called, but they go out and search for people, who coming up missing. They do a hell of a job with that or whatnot. And Tim told Dalton, he said, that woman right there had everything to do with your son's disappearance. And they said as soon as he said that woman took off and disappeared. Nobody really know where she was at the time. All right. So moving forward to where we are now, she had been caught and they booked her. And now here we are. Later, she has finally admitted what she has done. And if I read this correctly, she will serve 52 years in prison for her crime. And I think she got a chance for parole after 25 of those years, I believe. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hear what's going on, and rest in peace to him. Oh, Lord.
Harris County Courthouse. Theresa Balboa has accepted a plea deal in connection to the death of 5-year-old.
What the hell? I don't know what's wrong with my computer. My computer been acting
Samuel
weird
Olson.
lately.
Now, you may recall that little boy was killed in 2021, and his body discovered in a plastic container at a motel in Jasper. ABC 13 reporter Jeff Feeling is at the courthouse with more on the plea deal. I think, Jeff, a lot of people surprised to hear this.
Well, it certainly was something that we didn't expect it was going to happen, and certainly this quickly. We do know that Theresa Balboa was charged with capital murder. She could have faced the death penalty, but she will spend at least 26 years in prison before she is eligible for parole. She didn't say anything on her behalf, but Samuel Olson's mother did. In fact, a few moments ago, we were able to speak with her on camera. Here is what she had to say about what happened today in court.
Today, she admitted to what she did for 52 years and the chance of parole in 26. My son did not even get 6 years of life, and she still gets a chance at one. This is not justice.
Theresa Balboa pled guilty to the murder in order to keep her family from having to go through the trial, according to her. Prosecutors say it was in May of 2021 when Balboa killed 5-year-old Sam Olson and placed his body in a storage container, which later was found in a hotel in Jasper. Sam's mother, Sarah Olson, who you just heard from, did read an impact statement in court saying, quote, "You took my life. I can never have closure because of the state the body was returned in." Sam's paternal grandmother also referred to Balboa only as a monster during her impact statement. After the sentence was handed down, we spoke with victim advocates who have been working with the family over the last couple of years.
A 5-year-old boy that really couldn't defend himself, couldn't run, couldn't scream, couldn't do anything. And to meet this type of horrific, cold-blooded, diabolical fate, it's just unfathomable, and she deserves never to breathe freer again.
Samuel's father was also in court, but he actually had to leave before those victim impact statements could be read. He was visibly angry as he sat in court. His fists were clenched as he was sitting behind the attorneys. He appeared to be inconsolable, as you could imagine, over something like this happening, over the death of his child. Meanwhile, Theresa Balboa agreed to a 52-year prison sentence, eligible for parole in about 26 years. Reporting live, Jeff Feeling, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
You know, Jeff, I'm curious about her demeanor throughout all of this. You said Theresa Balboa didn't say anything, but what did she look like? What was her demeanor?
Well, she walked in, she sat down at the defense table. She basically had no expressions that we could tell. Her hair pretty much hid her face, so if she did have any visible expressions, it would be incredibly difficult for us to even see it. But no, she didn't offer any new information when the judge asked her if she wanted to say something on her own behalf, and only just said that she wanted to do this through her attorney, saying she wanted to do this to prevent her family from having to go through this trial that was scheduled to take place later in the summer, Melanie. So she didn't really have a whole lot of reaction.
All right, such a tragic case. Thank you so much, Jeff. Well, we wanted to revisit this case and provide you some background. Samuel Olson was last seen at school on April 30th, 2021. On May 27th, Theresa Balboa reported him missing. She told us that Samuel's mother showed up with a police officer and demanded she release the child. Well, on June 1st, Samuel's body was found at a motel in Jasper. In addition to Balboa, 2 other men were charged, accused of helping her perhaps move the body.
Well, you know what's sad? You know what's really sad? First thing I want to say, Theresa gained a lot of weight She wasn't nowhere near that big when we first seen her face all over the place, so she'd have gained a little weight or whatnot. I guess somewhat that's to be expected. But nevertheless, the sad thing about this is that even after all this time, this woman still is selfish. Let me tell you what I mean when I say that. You mean to tell me after all this time, you still only thinking about yourself? You say you don't want to go through the trial because you don't want your family to see that or go through that or whatnot. Well, here's what I say about that. Sarah, Dalton, they got to go through with it, so I don't even know why, you even say something like that. But again, you're only thinking about yourself. But I think you really didn't want to go to trial because, you was facing the death penalty. That's why I believe you didn't want to go to trial, because you would have went to trial, you would have played it not guilty 9 times 10, you're going to get the death penalty. If they do the death penalty in Texas, I don't know. All right? So that shit you said about you didn't want to take your family through, that's bullshit. To me, that's bullshit. All right? And after all this time, this woman still is selfish, And again, people like her, they would not show no remorse, because you got a lot of people like her, they do wrong, but it's too stubborn to apologize. And that's another thing I noticed too. She didn't at least do no apology letter, no nothing, not even to Dalton, the man that you was sleeping with, or it's supposed to be your boyfriend, stuff like that. You don't think that man deserves an apology? You won't even get up and do that. No trial, no nothing, because you don't want your family to see you go through this. Again, still selfish after all this time. Still selfish. All right? Now, Dalton was there, which I've been wanting to know where he been the whole time, because he been mighty quiet. I ain't nobody heard nothing from him, I guess, other than the people who was close to him. Nobody heard nothing from him. But the trial comes, he's there, which he's supposed to be there. He was there, but they say he couldn't stay because I guess he was so distraught that he couldn't stay. Then old Sarah, of course, Sarah going to be there, and doing what she do best, speaking up for her son, and I got to admire her for that. She been there for her son the whole time, during this trial and tribulation. She's been there, so, this is crazy. And she says, and I remember somebody saying this too, earlier to me. She said, you pretty much done took my life, but you get to live yours. That's a good point. After 26 years, this woman has a chance to get out of jail and still live on after she has murdered a child. Now, does it mean she's safe when she get out? Probably not, But after 26 years of serving this sentence of 52 years, she will have a chance to get out. Now again, I don't know nothing about this law system. I don't know nothing about going to jail. I'm ignorant to all that because I've never been in trouble, so I don't know how this shit works. But you would think in the manner what she did to this young fella, she won't get no years, period. She would get life. But I guess the fact that she admitted to it, that kind of gave us somewhat of a wiggle room. So since she admitted to it, they gave her some kind of wiggle room to at least get parole. Now, will she get it? I don't know. I don't think she'll get it, but who knows? I don't know. But Dalton, I still don't know why you ain't came out and said nothing yet, man. I really don't. I don't know if somebody tell you to hold your tongue. I don't know if you feeling guilty about this. I just don't know what it is, Dalton, but you still to this day ain't came out and said nothing. But this woman coming out saying everything. But you still ain't came out and said nothing. Ain't got on the camera and did nothing. But you got on camera and put on that performance. You were crying because you thought he was missing. Okay, which is understandable. But where have you been since then? That's what I want to know. Where have you been since then? You said you had nothing to do with it. But Sarah feels different. Y'all remember in the second interview, Sarah said somebody else need to be in jail too. She was talking about him. She don't feel Theresa should be the only one in jail. She feel like that he need to be in jail too. And she may be right. I don't know how much he knew about this, but apparently he must be clear of the whole thing. Ain't nobody got him yet. Or even the evidence ain't came out of here something that he knew anything about it. I don't know. But I would say even for him, dude, I believe you owe your son that much, man, to come out and say something. Just like I believe Theresa Balboa at least owe you an apology, and she didn't do it. I feel you owe your son that you claim that you love so much. I think you owe him for you to come out and speak on your son, but you have not done it. You haven't done it. And I'm curious as to why. I'm very curious as to why you had not came out and spoke on your son. Or a matter of fact, even this, not only speaking of your son, why you haven't done the same thing Sarah done, man? Write a letter and express your thoughts of what this woman did to your child. You haven't even done that. Why not? And this is why a lot of people back in our days, when we grow up, people like to say that we are selfish because we only think about ourselves when it comes to stuff like this. You know, we don't even have the audacity to do just something as simple as that. Whether people agree with you or disagree with you doing it, I mean, hey, do it because, one, that was your seed. Do it because, two, in my opinion, it's the right thing to do. But then again, everybody don't think like me. Everybody don't think like y'all who feel the same way. You got some people that's really that selfish. Seriously, they don't think about themselves and they feel like they don't owe nobody anything. Even if they borrowed things or people had done things for them, they wouldn't even have the audacity to do anything in return to show that they appreciate what they have done for them. Amen? They wouldn't even show appreciation. And that's why I hate that term that people use a lot of times. They say kill people with kindness. Nuh-uh. I think that's dumb. Because I feel like when you kill people with kindness, they didn't give a damn the first time. What makes you think they're going to give a damn the second time? What makes you think they'll give a damn the third time? The fourth, fifth, how many times you keep being nice to them? Do you really think these people actually give a damn? Nope. So what you mean killing with kindness? Kindness what? You kill them with your foot in their ass? Yeah, you could do that. But killing them with kindness? No. If you that type of person, again, this is my opinion. If you that type of person that you feel like you should kill a person with kindness, all you doing is open a book for you to keep getting used over and over and over again. If you're a type of person that look at that and says, I'm going to kill you with kindness, all you doing is open up a book to get used over and over and over again. Now, unless you saying, hey, I'll still be kind to you, like if I see you, I just speak to you, things like that. But as far as fucking with you, it's going to be with a long handled spoon. You know, I mean, unless that's what you mean by that, I guess I can understand that. But there are some people who have been used and abused and will still do for the person that used and abused them. I can talk about it because I've done it before. I'd have done it before. One pretty much sure probably a lot of us has done it before. You know, we have got used and abused by people, but at one point we think if we keep being nice to them, that maybe they have a turnaround and feel different about us, but really all they doing is just getting what they can out of you until you finally get tired because only you know when you're tired. When you're tired of somebody using you, you're going to stop. When you're tired of somebody abusing you, you're going to stop it. And once you stop it, that's when they walk away. Somebody let me know if I'm saying something wrong. When you stand up to them and say, fuck you, I'm not doing it anymore because I'm not getting nothing out of it. Not saying that I'm looking for anything out of it. But again, like I said earlier, you won't even have the audacity to not even bring me a sandwich or something to say, hey, man, I ain't got much, but I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, show my appreciation to you for all that you done for me. Motherfuckers ain't gonna do that. They not. But they would come to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year with their hands open with something. And you gonna constantly be kind and get and put something in their hand? Nah. But again, everybody don't think the same. Everybody different. Hey, Nate, what's going on? But I was just thinking about you the other day. How you doing, Nate? And you right, yeah. You right what you said. What up, Wendy? Sarah? Sophia? What's going on? Spicy. And y'all, shout out to Spicy Kai, the one that did that website for me. Spicy Kai, that was so sweet of you. I would never think anybody would do something like that for me, you know. I mean, at there and it feel like I wouldn't even work there when you gave it to me. I like, wow, that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna have to see about changing hosts because I spoke with GoDaddy and GoDaddy don't too much let you do anything. And I was like, you know, because I want something like that. I want a website like if I be posting stuff, especially stuff that I can't show on YouTube and all that I could post it on there where people can come over there and comment. But the person who I talked to, they say we don't have that where people can come over there and comment. So I'm just posting and nobody can come over there and say nothing. So y'all just gonna be looking at the post? No, I want people feedback just like they do in the comment section on YouTube. I want feedback of what I post. All right. So I'm probably gonna have to end up changing hosts where I can have people come on there and comment. And thanks to everybody who subbed. I mean, that's pretty damn dope. And the numbers shooting up skyrocket. You know, I'm looking at my analytics earlier today and whew, it's going up there. It's up there. It is up there. You know? So, and I'm thinking, Spice Kai, maybe you could tell me about it later on today or something. You know, I was thinking about even trying to go to WordPress, or somebody told me, to take a look at Wix. You know, they said Wix, for what they do, they say it's really not that expensive, you know. So I'm just taking a look at some other hosts, and see where we can go with that, you know. And right now, Kai, if you go to my website now, you can see this playing over there. I don't know why the chat room ain't showing, but you'll see this playing over there right now. And see, can everybody even come in on that? Once this get through over on the website, can everybody come over there and comment on it? They just can sit up there and look at it. That's all they can do, sit up there and look at it. You know, so you say no Wix? Oh, okay. Okay, well, you did this for me. You say you specialize in stuff like this, so I'll let you give me some ideas who to go to. All right? So, yeah. That's pretty much really all what I got to say about this. You know, looking at this, you know, it just kind of triggered me when they saying how she acted up in there. She had no remorse because that's what she used to doing. She used to doing stuff and nobody saying nothing to her. You know, she used to people like Dalton, which I believe she probably just straight up ran over Dalton, and the Dalton allowed her to run over him. Again, I done had it done to me before, so I can't speak on it, you know. Again, one of the situations, again, you keep doing for people thinking that, you know, you're going to turn their mind around and try to see you for you on the inside and out. But really all you doing is trying to buy somebody attention, you're trying to buy their affection, and you're trying to buy their love, and it's not going to work. Again, I can speak on it because I have done it before. I have done it before. You cannot change nobody's mind about something or someone if they not looking at you like that. If they don't fuck with you like that, you can't change their mind. All right? Only thing you can do is stop being a fool and keep doing for them. Preach. That's the only thing you can. But here's the crazy part about that though. How many of y'all start doing something for people and they talk to you like you wrong for doing it? You start doing stuff for people or stop helping people or this same person and they start bitching and whining at you like you wrong because you stop doing stuff for them. And then make it so bad they argue with you about your own belongings. And then make it so bad they argue with you about your own damn money. I don't know how the fuck they work with a lot of people, but they do. They do. You argue with me because I stopped doing for you. You argue with me because I won't give you my money no more. Like it's yours. And I get an argument out of that. Not a thank you for what you've done, but an argument because I'm not going to do it anymore. And then how many times y'all might heard this? Since you won't do nothing for them, or they want to call you selfish. Really? Really? Out of all I've done for you, I'm selfish now. Out of all I've done for you, I'm the selfish one. But they called it something. I can't remember the word. They called it, I want to say reverse psychology, and I think that what it is what it called, but it's another word I'm looking for. What is that shit called? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but it pretty much is something like reverse psychology, but I think it's a term that they use for that, what they call it when people do that. So yeah, this woman feel like this man even deserve an apology. That's fucked up. I heard someone was charged with capital murder in the death of a 5-year-old boy in 2021, where served 52 years in prison. A judge decided Wednesday Theresa Balboa pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in Samuel Olson's death as part of a plea deal. Avoid the death penalty. Yep, there you go. I told y'all. She did that to avoid the death penalty. I knew it. That woman didn't give a damn about her family seeing her in trial because cause look, hold up, listen to this. So if you didn't do it or you felt you wasn't wrong in doing it, would you have went to trial? Would you be worried about your family seeing you in trial? I think not. But you knew you was going to get the death penalty if you would have went to trial. Woman, you didn't give a damn about your family. First of all, you didn't give a damn about your family because you wouldn't even did this to this boy. First of all, you don't give a damn about your family. All right? It was all about you. It ain't that you didn't want them to see it. You didn't want them to see you. You just didn't want them to see you. And boy, look like time been rough on you, baby. Time been rough on you. Yes. Balboa, who is the boy's mother but was dating his father at the time, must serve 26 years before she is eligible for parole. However, she'll get credit for the time she served since her initial arrest in 2021. She didn't say anything on her behalf in court, but Samuel's mother, Sarah Olson, did. Today, she admitted what she did for 52 years and the chance of parole in 26. My son even gets 6 years of life, and she still gets a chance at one. This is not justice, Sarah said after the hearing. Balboa pleaded guilty to the murder in order to keep her family from going through the trial, according to her attorney. You took my life. I can never hear closure because of the state the body was returned in. Yep. I could not hold him one last time, Sarah said during a victim impact statement. Samuel's paternal grandmother referred to Balboa as a monster during her impact statement. Meanwhile, Samuel's father, Dr. Olson, had to step out before the victim impact statements were read. He was visibly angry and as he sat in the court with clenched fists. A 5-year-old boy who really couldn't defend himself, couldn't run, couldn't scream, couldn't do anything, and to meet this type of horrific, cold-blooded, diabolical fate is just unfathomable. She deserves never to breathe free air again, said Andy Kahn, a victim advocate with Houston Crime Stoppers. It was nearly 2 years ago when the case broke wide open. Man, that's sad. That's sad. Whew, that is sad. All right, guys, I want to play one thing for y'all, and I will end the show with that. Oh, that's not it. Wait a minute. I think it's from a year ago, and they say Dalton sent out the message. I don't remember if I seen this or not, but I just want to hear this with y'all real quick, and I'll end it with this.
The father of Samuel Olson with a message after a whirlwind of developments unfolded just over the past 48 hours.
Remember, Dalton Olson's girlfriend is Theresa Balboa. She's the one charged with tampering with evidence in connection with this case.
Yeah, but Samuel's father says despite the claims against Balboa, he had nothing to do with the boy's disappearance. Our Jonathan Martinez continues our live team coverage now with what the boy's father had to say through his attorney tonight. Jonathan?
Yeah, Chris, and through his attorney, that little boy's father said again he did not have anything to do with his son's disappearance and presumed death. He is shaken by everything that's happened. Of course, the family is mourning right now. Also this evening, we spoke to the residents at this apartment complex where that little boy's body is believed to have been for days. As new details about the body of a child found at a Jasper motel believed to be that of 6-year-old Samuel Olson come to light, his father Dalton, through his attorney, denies being involved, saying, quote, he had nothing to do with the death of his son and that the family is in mourning, shocked, and in disbelief. Olson's attorney also saying right now they're wanting answers as to what happened and why. Theresa Balboa, who's Dalton's girlfriend, has been charged with tampering with evidence in the case. According to court documents, it's believed the child's body was in an apartment in the Webster area for days that Balboa shared with the roommate before allegedly being taken to a storage facility and then to Jasper.
It's crazy that something like that can happen so close, especially with having a newborn. Like, I couldn't imagine losing my kid.
A next-door neighbor who also happens to be a new mother recalls seeing police in the area and is in shock about what happened.
I was hoping that the baby boy was returned home safe and sound, and now I'm just hoping for justice for the family.
With many questions still unanswered about the case, his attorney says right now Dalton is with family and friends as they process what's happened. And again tonight, many are hoping those questions will be answered through the ongoing investigations and court proceedings to come. We are reporting live from the Webster area. I'm Jonathan Martinez, KTRK 2 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Our coverage of the Samuel Olson case extends on clicktohouston.com. We have posted more information from the court documents that lay out a suspected timeline of what happened. We also have raw interviews with investigators who are working around the clock to make sure that justice is served in this case.
All of that, and this man still has not came out and spoke on his son, but maybe after this, maybe he will come out and say something, who knows. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have a safe morning, a safe day, and I will see y'all next time. All right, peace out.